the last year before, or the last year, the country will be now. So women's football now the next thing we go for being at the world, we are going for pass the man, we can pass soccer. And that's made Infantino really help the football and the world really puts premium on women's football. But like I say, in the time I was so lucky while there's support hugely from the government society.
Thank you very much. I know you from Asma James also. When you talk about women football and sports generally, you know, that's something where you get passion for. And now then kind of contribution there, I should say that they don't raise the awareness and support, particularly so the one we mentioned where President Julius Maada at one instance, with the help of the First Lady of the Republic of Leone, put money right for make sure say human league set we can play not this country, right, and be exciting and be fine for watch, and that trend they obviously continue. So I will now turn to Victor Lewis. Victor Lewis, now the chairman of the Premier League board, and I believe say this is about the biggest platform you can get. I know you said get a journalist background, but so far I will dare to say, in your entire life, this will be the biggest platform you will ever forget. For come and can talk about the work where you do, which are the aspirations of you as chairman of the Premier League board? Which are the aspirations? What's the vision? Which are the goal? How you want for level all feel really energized? In football, don't forget, say, a few years back, we qualified for the Nations Cup. And then as a result of what you would call the level of football, right, where they play, put together a team and God be helped with that end of qualified for the Nations Cup. What's your vision? Who said you want for care football? Then the expectation of who can look forward to possibly Salon, something eventually go for go back Nations Cup under a tenure as chairman of the Premier League board. I mean, if you encourage them to do them and one of the people right now and then do your stuff there?
First of all, thank you very much. Biggest platform. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. But to be honest with you, the future of football in this country is bright. As I tell you, we wake up this morning to one good news for football. We want players who play this Premier League. A team in Sweden from Bayern for FC Cologne. And this is news that we can for it. Because what to do if every club in Sierra Leone every year they able for sell players out of Sierra Leone, they will get more stars there. We get exposed, do more exposure for boys there. Then we'll be able to places them. If you watch some other country where they call a national team them, then we'll get player where they play in England, then you get player where they play in Germany and all these places and the top league there. We get quite a few in the past, but now you don't kind of small. One of the reasons of that is because of nobody get consistent league. And from where this government kind of power, I know they talk for them, I want to state the fact that so when they kind of power in 2018, then they revived the Sierra Leone Premier League because nobody played it for something like 5 years. Leagues not played. So all the national team will be put together and just make shit thing, just pick players and just go out there and play. From when they come to power in 2018, we're not getting consistently going every year. And they don't make sure say they support the league. They can ask and talk to the women. That's why the man league set league. From when 2018, government they support the league every year. So for the league play. And for that we get the league play not to small money, not to picking money. As chairman of the Premier League board, the Premier League board spends something like 55 to 60 million only every week for all the league. That money will go towards paying match officials, you get fees, match commissioner, coordinators, you get free assessors, and all these other people. You understand? So we still don't create a lot of jobs. So we don't with the Premier League create over 1,000 jobs within the 27. and network way things can go apply now, hotel, transportation, food, and all that thing. And as I tell you, this weekend, if you want to spend on a go, if you know we don't make reservation, you don't need to sleep in Abo this weekend because we're one of the biggest games in the Premier League where they play in Abo this weekend between Bo Rangers and Banta. Banta and a team just promoted to the Premier League, but they've been very outstanding. Then they match the Bo Rangers, the FC Canada, the Eastern Lions 2-2. You understand? And so that don't become a rivalry something. It's going to be a big match. Like you say, we get aspiration. My aspiration is that we national team do well. I just come on Liberia yesterday. I go watch the under 20 play. The boys that always play for under 20, they're all players from Australia Premier League. So that can be the reason make me go watch. I mean, go on the go watch to see how best they can start. They play 4 games, then they got 2, they lost 1, they win 1. So fairly enough, that shows you we're not improve when we're going somewhere. If you take nations like Egypt, the Tunisia, the Tom Terry, the BCC, the Tostaos, the Tunas, Tibati, they all have the locally you get them from. So all what we need for them just get continuous support for put into locally and then you want consistency every year. We make sure we take part. Then we go for achieve, we go to one, we make sure we represented well in the Nations Cup and World Cup and everything. And in my own lifetime, I would like to see Senegal qualify for World Cup. And we're not just too far from there. And a lot of people criticize, say, we lost against them on this Nations Cup because we didn't qualify, but we are very close. And one of the things when we believe, say, hopefully we don't go further. Now because all of the home games there, we play in a different country. You understand? God willing, with national stadium fixed up very quickly. We'll begin playing home games at the Sierra Leone. We're going to get home advantage there. We'll go for good places. Yes, and so there's a lot of future of our football. And the other thing we lack of now we league now the corporate sponsorship. We not cap at all. But this season, I tried so very hard with the help of the minister, the National Sports Authority, NSA, and some few of my friends there, we forget the sponsorship of Leone. And if it wasn't for Leone and the Senegal Football Association, we're not going to start the leagues. So they don't care we go halfway. And I'm very positive. From the good news I hear from the background that government soon can get back in for the league or won the league, which of course government never shy away from. They've been doing that since they came to power, and they've been doing it fantastically. So like I tell you, to sum it up all, the future of Senegal football is there. We can see it. Every day we get new players there. And one more thing, we don't be a blessing to this nation. Now the kind of infrastructure right now will go on. You know, we believe say in the western area we don't get no pitch without green grass for play football, except the ones in the provinces in Makeni, Kono, Bo, and Kenema. So that one you can become thing of the past. As I talk to you so right now, and the football academy and SLF like you talk. The pitch don't right now, they don't make the pitch continue, and they're going to do the odds around and clean up the place. With the second half of the league, when they start the 8th of March, International Women's Day, the first game will kick off at the Black Academy between Eastern Lions and Banta. You understand? So we also get more of the pitches today. We get one put local, one put school, and we get one Boko Nation field, and also FIFA they help the SLFA for making sure they put lights are all everything. So we can even play ball now and nets now. So possibly say okay well, who will not come out to 9 games will take place. And the national stadium, government they work on that, and also they work out another picture out of the stadium. So by the end of this year, I could say we'll not get a problem again. And once we get good infrastructure for play football, You understand? We get a right support from government. Whatever they do, when I also continue for the work, definitely we have to get vision football.
I tell you plenty, thank you. So for me, waiting glad in the heart. From within Victor Louis Dontalk, the chairman of the Premier League board. Now one, that through government sponsorship, and football particularly, they were able to create over 1,000 jobs for young people. I should say that they include players' dinner clubs, that they include staff, that they include coach, that they include the one that we go do business on game day. You know, we don't go plenty time, we go in there probably get game at home. And we did talk, so not true. If you know you don't book place for the dawn, you go, you have to you go fence side for the dawn, if you not take care, you not get out. Right? That is how much passion football gets, thanks to this government support for football and football-related activities there. We're able to reach to that point. It is also exciting for also notes from which you say that even the pitch themselves now, they try for premium camp. Now Western area where they go for the play and also with the support of the world governing body, right, for make sure say they're getting for their lights there, so that you go for the play. Because you know the code you watch them Premier League there in the UK, some game they know they begin 8 o'clock, so 7:45, na net. But because they get lights, they're able for play. Now that level they will set the camp. And all of within Asma James and Victor Louis Dontalk, there's an overarching body we're responsible for sports and sports-related activities. So it's not only restricted to football, it can be tennis, it can be basketball, it can be volleyball. Now the Honorable Minister, so which I don't know if I see, I don't say the best for last. Honorable Minister, Madam Augusta James Tema, when I'm the Minister of Sport, she sits in cabinet. So he gets the opportunity for raise these issues in the cabinet. He gets the opportunity for talk to the president for sports-related issues there. You also get the opportunity for seek the interest of the sports community, right? Just by the very president's cabinet. And more importantly, His Excellency the President will make any mistake for make sure this sports minister, in his second term as President of the Republic of Nigeria, this sports minister, in his second term as President of the Republic of Nigeria. So, Madam Minister, I will give you some time, and I'm sure this is not the very first invitation. Make the most of this platform. What is the ministry doing? How will they take sports-related sports and sports activities to people? And which you therefore say generally about sports.
Thank you very much, Mr. Morito. And I want to take the opportunity to say good afternoon to everyone. And I want to say it's a privilege being here for I can talk to the people in the salon about the issues of sport. In the very first place, I want to thank His Excellency, dear retired Brigadier James Madabio, for choosing and making me the Minister of Sport, the very first female Minister of Sport. And I want to thank my sister Asma there for all in the forge before this time, for actually seeing female football launched and was done completely and successfully. That shows say yes, we women itself, we are involved in development and we can make it work together. Yes, as a Minister of Sport in the very first place, we get a vision. Well, a very long one. A vision for make sure say sports effectively getting machinery where we make the issues of physical activities and sport run fine one at this country. And so they provide leadership with care, commitment and character for make sure say especially at this time, that it's no longer as it used to be just form. It should be structured, it should be managed, and it should be successful. So the ministry and its workers actually provide, according to its vision, to make sure that sports not only limit itself to men, but also cover every sphere of life. Men, women, picking big one. Yeah? And definitely, we make sure that sports, they run, that the time we're supposed to run. I don't listen to the two speakers and they were talking about football. But the ministry, they emphasize that all sporting activities are important as long as you, under the governor, say you are very much interested and serious and administrative. All I want to say here is that football is paramount because it's famous and we like them and it put us together as a government. And therefore, you see, we President didn't joke with football issues at all. Even though he gets all the sporting bodies that way to support through the Ministry of Finance, but he always emphasized that because it is bringing us people of Sierra Leone together. I remember there was a time when we were playing the national competition where it happened, say, people were involved in some demonstration here. But the sooner they hear, he says, salons and you start, they can play. They forget about waiting in the paper. We come together. And unfortunately, they will not be win that match. But I believe if we win that match, the jubilation for don't make them forget waiting in the paper. So you see, these are the things. And therefore, as a ministry, the ministry itself, they supervise, but we get an agency, whether the National Sport Authority, when I implement all the activities there, we provide programs and policies where they follow and they monitor. And but the NSA, they deal directly with the national associations. And believe me, the NSA does not joke with, especially football. And they do other things there, but especially football, we all team up and run after them day and night because we want to see it grow in a better way. Since we people in the salon always the glad when football play and especially when we win. But I tell you, when I came as the Minister of Sports, there were so many challenges. Initially, my workers are not being able to understand each other. Then we say like for saying a competition on a waiting, I don't know. But I think I was able to go in and draw them together, and now we are working hand in gloves, the Ministry of Sport and the National Sport Authority. And for that reason, we get a lot of things where we don't put them for focus on. Mr. Wilson and Victor Lewis, when they talk about playing grounds. Yes, I'm so happy when it happened during Leone reign and during the reign of our president. Because before this time, we were all playing a dirty ground except for one stadium where we get. And you know how old this stadium don't be now. So much that it will go through rehabilitation. But as I come as a minister, we sit down and get a strategic plan, and we will work assiduously because one stadium not do for, basically executes, what we can call the physical drills, the way they put you on board for competes in every sport or any sport. If you don't use for training and go ground, and then they will put you in a tough, you find it a little bit difficult, right? And sometimes they can affect your performance, and even your excellence will be affected. So we all sit down together as a body, the NSA and us. We say we forget more mini stadiums, in the country, and the big one themselves will go get the major headquarter towns and the provinces. So that everywhere in the country where you are and you have the talent, that stadium, they not only address football, but it will also address all the sporting disciplines where the youth then will get opportunity for expose themselves and get involving. Because, we run the government together with linkage with other ministries. And we all know, say, we have the 5 big changes where we talk about here. And Mr. Lewis emphasized on that. That's employment for the youth. And definitely this is what we want to see more. You cannot give what you don't have. And in the process, even if the results win and the council, and there are other people here not get the expertise for own sport. So tell me, for goodness sake, how are we going to prepare somebody from one district and the provinces there? We get talent, but not get people there for given the right training. So we push down there as well, And now we're having people that are going into this council that are experts. And then they do what they're able to do for help us in training them so that we'll get more talents who will come up, like we talk now, in football and other areas. So the more the merrier, and the better we will get more people, the better we're going to go up, you see. And another thing where we actually, where I meet at the table, of course, we all know finance is overriding, always overriding. There are certain things we want to do, but sometimes we know they get the finance on time. We find it very difficult for Duam, sometimes even because the finance no they come at all. So what we don't do is to develop the sports development fund, which will raise money, we will come into sport, we will help we forget money at any time when we will get up. And as such, we file pressure, and the documents is already somewhere that very soon UNASEF will be partners in that consultation for move them up so that we're able to do things on time. We're able to help each other, especially those who have the talent, so that they move up. You see, I always talk about Mohamed Kalon because he was the first person that came with a Hummer Jeep in this country, when at that time our president was not having such. So you can imagine how sports can bring you up to a level, even where you not imagine. So that is why the ministry feels we for even gets, arbitration caught within. Because when I came in, a lot of problems, somebody could just grab one association, they go say, Nami for be president, the other person, no, not to you, then we'll have the president and go court, then destroy the sport itself, because when they reach court, sometimes they have a standstill where the court can issue out a sanction when the association not go wrong. It don't happen in many sports associations, so we want to put an end to it. As I talk to you now, very soon we go sit down and get that done, and we go address the situation and they immediately, and we go give that body there the power for mediate immediately and get an answer. And also the women, gender side, as a woman, there is no way. I think the staff members, they can always they provoke in a way that, she will not say anything without mentioning women. Yes, we are part of the society and we are partners in development. And so we'll make sure that the issue of gender, women, are considered seriously. And for that matter, I was so much pissed off when I see man where forgive woman support where they try to come up, instead they bring a can down. Because when we look at the perpetrators for the two cases of violence we don't get in this Premier League, now man then they attack the female referee. We in the issue of gender activism, I think Asma will bear me witness, that is only a man that is not of a good standard that we go against a woman or fear a woman with a standard. What is wrong with our referees? They're coming up, they're doing well. Why won't a man for bring a can down? I want to take this opportunity to emphasize that we won't have to work hand in gloves and make sure that we go far, because when we work hand in gloves, we'll go far in sport. Sport has a lot to do. It is not only giving you the opportunity for make you excel and do things outside or inside. It is also very good for the health. It is very good for all the working systems of the body, so that you go there healthy and do the things the way you get to do. Even if you're not a sportsman, you're not a journalist, or you're not a minister, or you're not a marketer, if you do the sport rightly, it will carry you go some side, we will make you achieve you go say in your own career way to do. So with sports we were able, economically for stand. We know that very well. But with sport also, so socially, it will help us to make come together and understand each other. It is only in football that you see somebody from another political party and two people from different political parties, they come together for support for the furtherance of that particular sporting discipline. So when we continue like that, we have a situation where in development will take place. And as such, we as a ministry will fight them very hard and we will work hand in gloves with the National Sport Authority for make sure say waiting we supposed to do, we do them. And as I tell you, this year I said it in cabinet and everybody was clapping. And I want to say it here, and I believe you'll be happy as a Leone, that we want to really go, not only to qualify in the World Cup, but to go far. And if possible, to even win the World Cup. You saw what happened in the African Cup of Nations. Not only black man, African and left day. So nothing is impossible. When you aim at the sky, you will fall on the rooftops. And it only takes administration and good working relationship and understanding that will push us together. So we plan before within these 5 years, we really want to go far with the World Cup, not only the African Cup of Nations, but the World Cup. And so we talk to all for give with the support and understanding and the what I would say, so the healthy environment, enabling environment where we players them and even the sports people them in any corner when they find themselves for development step, we go put hand on them for now we all work hand in gloves. And we get the Civic Football Association also coming with a center of excellence. It's also a very good thing. Where they will train you not only for the football, but how you will behave within the football. We make a lot of difference. We make you not go misbehave in the process. We make your talent not go in vain. Because sometimes when you don't do the needful, your talent will go in vain. So on that note, this is very important, even though we have the challenges with the issues of peoples and all these other things, but we are working hand in gloves and we are pushing very hard. And by next week, even next month, sorry, we'll be having a retreat where we will put with all the workers then together again so that we understand, say, we get a very important task will bring us together and where we all will be involving and where we will look into all them that's the how we don't put them or push the issues of sports go before football and others inclusive. So if I'm given the podium, I want to say this for now and wait for questions.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madam Minister. You know, my brother and sister, them way, Madam Minister, they talk. I see energy. I see passion. I see belief. I see faith. I also see direction. All of the ingredients can be necessary for taking anything go before.